How's it going, everyone? So today we are talking about Ancestry.com DNA tests. So today we're going to be revealing what my ethnicity really is, my race, where I'm from, where I'm really from. So if you haven't already guessed, maybe you should guess right now. Where am I from? What ethnicity am I? What race am I? Who knows? I like to be racially ambiguous. Just because, you never know what you're gonna get with me. And I think that's pretty mysterious, and it gives me a bit more of a layer to my persona or character. Alright, so I did this Ancestry.com saliva DNA test, and so you spit into the little tube and you send it in, and then weeks later you get your results. So, you guys ready? Do you guys know what I am? I don't even know. So let's figure it out. So I have the results right here with me, and so I'm gonna read them out and see what they are. All right. So I'm just gonna go in alphabetical order, and starting, believe it or not, Africa, specifically from the region Mali. And I'm 12% African, 7% from Mali, and then trace regions, I have 1% Senegal, I think I'm saying that right, 1% Nigerian, from Nigeria, 1% from North Africa, 1% from Cameroon/Congo, 1% Africa Southeastern Bantu, 1% Ivory Coast Ghana. Interesting. Right, so I'm also 44% Native American, which I definitely knew I was going to be. I thought it was going to be a bit more, but 44% is almost half, so there you go. At least I know at least half of what I am. But the only thing that Ancestry.com doesn't do is break it down what tribe you're from the Americas. So that's the only bad thing. I bet you can probably go more into that and what you are by paying more and really doing your research on it, but this is what I got from that one test. Okay, so I'm also East Asia. I'm 28% Iberian Peninsula, Finland 2%, Ireland 2%, which I'm really happy that I'm somewhat Irish, because it's like I love Ireland. And I was thinking that I was going to be a bit more Irish than what I am. So, at least that's something, right? I'm 2% from Italy and Greece. And I'm 1% West Europe. I don't know what that is, but somewhere in Europe, in the West. Alright, so this was actually really kind of out of left field. I'm 2% Pacific Islander, and specifically from Polynesia, 2% from Polynesia. I'm assuming that's from Guam, Hawaii, places like that. I'm 7% Middle East, specifically from a region called Caucasus. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. Anyways, Caucasus. There we go. From here, it seems like it lists a bunch of different places. Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Oman, Yemen, United Arab Emirates, Lebanon, Israel, Iran, Pakistan, all those places. So I am 7% Middle East, which is really cool because the thing about it, I would ask my family. Both my parents are from Mexico, and I'm from Mexico as well. But my dad looks like a white Asian mix. My mom looks like a black Indian from India mix. And so I never really knew where I was from because my parents look not traditionally Mexican. And then I would ask my relatives from Mexico, because I live in America now, at the United States of America, and I would, send messages over Facebook to my family living in Mexico. I'm like, hey, so what race are we? What ethnicity are we from? Where are we from besides Mexico? And something alarming that I received from one of my aunts that I had messaged in Mexico was, they basically said, you know what, we're just Mexican, period. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, we must have, come from somewhere, because Mexico is not a race. Mexico is just a cultural Mexico is a combination of different races. People have came from different places and come to Mexico and become Mexico. It's quite a, and if it's to be a race, it's quite a young race, ethnicity. And so I was kind of alarmed when she's like, there's no such things as race here in Mexico. And I'm like, okay, well, where did we come from? Because obviously you don't look like my dad, but you're my dad's sister, and that means there's more going on there in your DNA. So obviously from my family I couldn't really get anything, and I had to go to other measures and to see where I was from. And that's when I went online and I searched Ancestry.com, and I found out that I am 44% Native American and black, white, Asian, Middle Eastern, and all these other things, which is really cool, because then it's like you go back and you're like, okay, well, my brother looks black and my sister looks Puerto Rican. I look Indian, Native American / white. So there's a lot of things going on in our family, and it's just really cool where you're getting all these traits from. It helps to form who you really are, and why you look a certain way, and why you don't look like your parents, why you don't look like your ancestors, why you don't look like certain people in your family. It's not because you were adopted, because you might not have been adopted, but it's just that your family is so mixed that you can pop up being something that you are used to looking at in your family because of the ethnicities and races all mixed into your blood. And so yeah, it's really cool to know that I'm a man of the world, which is really cool. So that gives me the opportunity to be whoever I want to be, and I'm just me. And that is really, really cool. I was actually talking to one of my friends in regards to the DNA, the ancestry. Anyways, I just really like the perception that people have of you, whatever race or ethnicity you might be. Let me know what you think I am, whether you think that if you think you're white, or if you think you're black, if you're Asian, do you think you're just that? Let's challenge people to see what their true DNA has to tell them about themselves. Yeah. So in no way am I trying to sponsor Ancestry.com DNA / whatever. It's just really cool to see where your family's coming from, especially if you're from the Americas, North America, South America, Central America. You are a person of the world because these places were colonized, and you're not just Native American, you're everything else. So let me know what your results were later.